up, everyone? This is Ben Zinn with Epic Guitar Instruction, and we're bringing you another song lesson today. And today we're going to take a look at Adele's hit, Hello. And this is a really fun tune to adapt to guitar. We're going to give you some options for beginners as well as a little bit more advanced players. So a couple of different ways to take a look at the chord progressions of this tune. And we're going to have some fun doing it. So let's jump right in and check it out. As we can see, we're capoed here at the first fret. And we'll refer to all of our chord names as if we were in the open position. So jumping right into the song, we're dealing with an E minor chord, a G chord, a D chord, and a C chord. So this is our intro and verse chords, and I'm going to give you a couple of different options on how to play these. If you're a beginner and you want to stick to these chord shapes, you can just move through these shapes in the following rhythm: E minor, G, D, C, E minor, G, D, C. And you're going to stick with that progression for quite some time. Now, if you'd like to try something a little more challenging, instead of strumming, what we can do is modify these shapes a little bit and play them finger style. And to my ears, this gets us a little closer to some piano style voicings, which can be nice if you like. So to do this, I'm going to open with the E minor chord, and I'm going to pluck strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. So we kind of hear the attack all together when we play this way as opposed to strumming. And from here I'm going to play a G chord, but I'm actually only going to play 3 strings of it. I'm going to play string 4, 3, and 2. Now here's where the big change happens. I'm going to play a D chord, but I'm going to play it with this fingering. So here I have a D chord shape. Here I'm going to add a lower note in the bass, and we're going to take that same idea down for our C chord. And as we pluck, we're plucking strings 6, 5, 4, and 3 on these last 2. So when we put this together, section. Or once again, you can strum this. If you like, you can go back and forth between the two. The choice is up to you. So that is our verse progression. That's going to repeat a number of times, and then we're going to move on to a pre-chorus section. Many of the same chords, just played in a different order. We're going to start with the E minor chord once again. And we'll go through the simpler voicings to start. We're going to have E minor to D, to B minor, to C. Next time through you have E minor, D, C. Similar kind of timing on the rhythm of the changes. That's the pre-chorus. Only happens one time, and then you're immediately into the next section of the song. For the more piano-like chord voicings, again, we can just pluck 4 strings off of the E minor chord. We can move to the D chord voiced like this. New chord time. Instead of playing the B minor bar chord, I'm going to play just some low notes. Still a B minor chord, just a different voicing here. So that's the 2nd fret, and open. And then the voicing for the C chord there. I'm only playing 3 strings, bottom 3 and bottom 3. So pre-chorus with these voicings, we're going to have second time through, we're going to play E minor 7, Okay, and now we're at the chorus. First, let's take you through the open position chords. We're going to play an E minor to C to G to D. And that whole sequence is going to repeat 8 times through your chorus. Play those open position voicings, or we can play E minor here, C with the lower note in the bass. Here's a voicing for G here. Because I'm only plucking strings 6, 4, 3, and 2, I'm a fan of just leaving the other fingers off that I'm not using. So I'm playing a G chord, but I don't feel the need to hold down the other ones here. So choice is yours there. Again, our different voicing for the D here. So 2 different options for how you play through this progression. Really just kind of comes down to what you're comfortable with and personal taste, I think. Basic voicings. So that's our chorus. Those are the 3 main parts of the tune. Everything that we did, verse, pre-chorus, and chorus, will then repeat again in the song. And there is a bridge that changes it up in the middle of the tune before we get to the final chorus. So we'll take you through the bridge changes now. Bridge changes are going to start out once again on E minor. We're going to go to C, to D, and to G. So all the same chords, just played in different sequences. Sometimes we see this in songs where harmonically it's the same set of chords, you just play them in a different cadence. Okay, so that will repeat. You can play once again with those voicings, or play through that chord progression 3 times. The final time, don't go to the G, just stay on the D chord, and that's going to build you up back into the final chorus. So treating this as the 4th time through the bridge progression. E minor, C, D, and then back to the chorus. Until you're done with the song. So I also want to point out that if you're playing and singing the song, the capo is negotiable. You know, you can do it without the capo if you want to sing a little bit lower, or if you want it to be a little higher to suit your voice, you can move the capo, and all the chord shapes, of course, will just move right along with it. So there we have Adele's Hello. Great tune adapted for guitar. I hope you found this lesson to be useful, and thank you so much for checking it out. We really appreciate it. If you dug the lesson, please leave us a comment below, give us a like, hit subscribe, and we will be sure and tell you every time we bring a new lesson to the channel. We're always adding new lessons, so we really appreciate it. Thanks everyone so much. This is Ben Zinn for Epic Guitar Instruction, and I'll see you next time.